Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin, born 7 October 1952, is a Russian politician and former intelligence officer who is the President of Russia. Putin has held continuous positions as President or Prime Minister since 1999, as Prime Minister from 1999 to 2000, and from 2008 to 2012, and as President from 2000 to 2008, and since 2012. He is the longest-serving Russian or Soviet leader since Joseph Stalin. In 1975, Putin joined the KGB and trained at the 401st KGB school in Okita, Leningrad. After training, he worked in the 2nd Chief Directorate before he was transferred to the 1st Chief Directorate, where he monitored foreigners and consular officials in Leningrad. In September 1984, Putin was sent to Moscow for further training at the Yuri Andropov Red Banner Institute. Multiple reports have suggested Putin was sent by the KGB to New Zealand, corroborated through New Zealand eyewitness accounts and government records. This has never been confirmed by Russian security services. Former Wayacre City Mayor Bob Harvey and former Prime Minister David Lange alleged that Putin served in Wellington and Auckland. He allegedly worked for some time undercover as a bought shoe salesman in central Wellington. From 1985 to 1990, he served in Dresden, East Germany, using a cover identity as a translator. While posted in Dresden, Putin worked as one of the KGB's liaison officers to the Stasi secret police and was reportedly promoted to lieutenant colonel. According to the official Kremlin presidential site, the East German communist regime commended Putin with a bronze medal for faithful service to the National People's Army. Putin has publicly conveyed delight over his activities in Dresden, once recounting his confrontations with anti-communist protesters of 1989 who attempted the occupation of Stasi buildings in the city. Dresden was preferred as a marginal town with only a small presence of Western intelligence services. According to an anonymous source who claimed to be a former RAF member, at one of these meetings in Dresden, the militants presented Putin with a list of weapons that were later delivered to the RAF in West Germany. Klaus Zuchold, who claimed to be recruited by Putin, said that Putin handled a neo-Nazi, Rainer Sontag, and attempted to recruit an author of a study on poisons. Putin reportedly met Germans to be recruited for wireless communications affairs together with an interpreter. He was involved in wireless communications technologies in Southeast Asia due to trips of German engineers recruited by him there and to the West. However, in 2023, investigation reported that the anonymous source had never been an RAF member and considered a notorious fabulist with several previous convictions, including for making false statements. After the collapse of the communist East German government, Putin was to resign from active KGB service because of suspicions aroused regarding his loyalty during demonstrations in Dresden and earlier, though the KGB and the Soviet Army still operated in Eastern Germany. He returned to Leningrad in early 1990 as a member of the active reserves, where he worked for about 3 months with the International Affairs section of Leningrad State University, reporting to Vice Rector Yuri Molchanov while working on his doctoral dissertation. There, he looked for new KGB recruits, watched the student body, and renewed his friendship with his former professor, Anatoly Sobchak, soon to be the mayor of Leningrad. Putin claims that he resigned with the rank of lieutenant colonel on 20 August 1991. On the second day of the 1991 Soviet coup d'état attempt against Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev. Putin said, "As soon as the coup began, I immediately decided which side I was on," although he noted that the choice was hard because he had spent the best part of his life with the organs. That's all for today. See you in another video.